Please remain standing wherever you are. Please do take your seats. Thank you very much.
classes. Nah, he's the one come to let you share.
Just before we start the program, respectfully, we would like to have friends from the media operating their cameras to spread themselves out as much as possible so our guests can see the stage. Thank you very much.
Let's go. Please.
Any more for now, give their support. Your Excellency, the Vice President of the Republic of Ghana and flag bearer of the New Patriotic Party for the upcoming.
It's a lot better than you would. We have a generator here for these operations, and the consumption is very low. No, it's using that, and then eventually the plan is to use solar to substitute. That is a lot cheaper. That's how. So which one is this? Can you?
Our gathering here is a doing of the good Lord, and therefore we will start on the note of our faith as we go through this very important lesson. Let us follow in our A-back in the beer. Papa and Shehu Entuma. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, it gives me great pleasure to welcome here to the stage Reverend Soa Ablo, the minister in charge of the Victory Presbyterian Church, Dr. Adenta, to start all of this on a note of prayer, to ask for God's blessings as we look forward to the commissioning of these electric buses. Ladies and gentlemen, shall we welcome him with a big round of applause? Precious ones, may I pray to you without you to stand with us.
I'm sorry. We are more fitter to give.
Almighty God,
yes.
we get out here today full of gratitude to celebrate this momentous occasion.
So they are laying prayers.
The official launch of electric buses in our nation. Thank you for the wisdom, innovation, collaboration that have made this achievement possible.
So that
we honor your presence in this gathering and lift our leaders, especially His Excellency the Vice President, before your throne. Bless him and all who serve this nation with clarity, strength, vision as they work towards the building of the future of this nation. Our Lord, we dedicate this project to you, asking for your favor and guidance. May these electric buses serve as symbol of progress, sustainability, and care for the environment which you have given us. Bless this initiative, bring safety, convenience and opportunity to all our people, fostering growth and unity in our nation. We pray for the safety of all who use these buses and for the continued success of efforts to improve transportation and protect the environment. May this act inspire hope, innovation, shared commitment, creating and cleaner
they have a lot of activities that are going on. Yes, the places that the metro mass, the electronic buses in the into electronic buses, the place that it will go Ashama to Accra. Yeah, Ashama to Accra, a series and buses schedule. The time buses will be moving. That's 10 a.m. to 11:20 a.m. And Accra to Adenta, that's 6 cities. Accra to Adenta, that's 6 cities. Adenta to Accra, that's 6 cities. And Ashama to Accra to Ashama, and our 8 cities. Ashama to Accra to Amasama, that's 7 cities. Oibi to Accra, that's 8 cities. It's buses now, maybe ever come. Any prices, there were route, e-bus, and so Dr. Bawumia also be there now, start with the e-levy. E-bus routes and schedules. There are buses in the far. Any time of movie. And the prices in a so into baby upon the Accra to Adenta, and Adenta to Accra, Accra to Ashama, and Accra to Amasama, and Oyibu to Accra, and there's Ashama to Accra, never Amasama to Accra. The price is there for Papa, prices way there. For 6 cities now, Ashama to Accra, 6 cities there. Let's go and get
Thank you so much. Thank you. And also, Your Excellency, we truly acknowledge the presence of a neighboring parliamentary candidate. I'm talking about Honorable Robert Lamte, the PC for the Medina constituency. Shall we welcome the MD of the Metro Mass Transit Limited, Mr. Albert Eduwahin.
The company's mass transit services, but also to help MMT play a leading role in the transition to the use of electric vehicles in support of the zero emission agenda enshrined in the National Electric Policy. Your Excellency, ladies and gentlemen, we also believe that deployment of electric buses is a transformative move that will have far-reaching economic benefit for the people of Ghana, as well as these buses will help reduce the cost of operation and lowering fuel expenses. We have found that while fossil fuel costs account for as much as 55% of our revenue from intra-city operations, the energy cost of these new electric buses will constitute just 15% of the revenue. This represents a remarkable 40% savings in operational costs, allowing us to reinvest in expanding and enhancing our services. Parts of this cost reduction will also be passed on to the public through more affordable fares and more frequent and reliable service. Additionally, electric buses provide a smoother and a quieter ride, improving the overall passenger experience. Your Excellency, ladies and gentlemen, the board and management are keenly aware of the paradigm shifts in the passenger preference in the emerging segmented market in the road transport industry. We know that it is our duty as a company to ensure that the needed systems, operational structures, and resources are placed for the effective management of these buses. Your Excellency, I'm happy to say we are ready. We are ready to do that task. We have put in place the following interventions, among others, to ensure effective, efficient, and sustainable operations of these buses, and to position MMT strategically to take its proper place in the road transport industry. Charging system, Your Excellency, through the government intervention, with the support of engaged EV battery charging systems company to set up EV charging points across the various terminals of MMT. And it is expected that the charging facilities will not be only for the use of MMT, but for the use of other electric car users in the country. Yes, MMT is currently using these systems on existing buses. Selected staffs have been given technical and operational and managerial training for them to be able to make sure these buses are managed and managed well. We will continue to engage our passengers and communities to share expectations as we make our communication channel more accessible and user-friendly in order to receive the timely feedback that we need from our passengers. Your Excellency, ladies and gentlemen, as we commission these electric buses, we are not just commissioning new buses. We are launching a new era in our mass transport system, an era of providing smoother, healthier, affordable, efficient, and sustainable public transport. With these new buses, we are enhancing the value of the services we offer, contributing to the country's long-term economic sustainability. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, in conclusion, I would like to express my gratitude to the government of Ghana, our partners, and stakeholders for the immense support, collaboration in making this initiative a reality. I would also like to thank our dedicated team at Metro Mass for their on can be answered. Even policy problem and Jemu has become a problem. Which Jemu and Jemu anyway. Explaining it is becoming a problem. What about implementation? So please, for the media, I'm a politician.
Yes.
And this is a major public policy, a major public project that I'm introducing. And my role here this afternoon is simple. Is to introduce the Vice President, Dr. Bawumia, to come to the stage to deliver his speech, his vision, before the public transport system is concerned to the people of this country.
A big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen, for His Excellency, the Vice President of the Republic of Ghana, Alhaj Dr. Bawumia. Your Excellency, the people of Ghana are all ears and are listening. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very, very much. The Greater Accra Regional Minister, Noble Titus Ikwate Global. The Honorable Minister for Transport, Sekweku Ufuriya Siama. The Minister of State, Local Government, Honorable Obi Amwa. Deputy Minister for Transport and MP for Kushegu, Honorable Hassan Tampuli. Our High Commissioner to Canada, His Excellency Sowa, who is here, Billy Sowa. Then we have our incoming MP for Adenta constituents, Akosia Mary, Kozi Perez. Then we have our incoming MP for Medina constituents, Robert Lamte. The Chairman and members of the Governing Board of Metro Mass Transit, Chairman and members of the Governing Board of the GAPTI, Ayalulu, the Managing Directors, Metro Mass Transit Limited, GAPTI, Ayalulu, and Tap and Go, heads of institutions, CEOs here present, private sector organizations, civil society organizations, stakeholders in the transport industry, members of the diplomatic corps, the clergy and imams, the media, distinguished invited guests, ladies and gentlemen. I am so elated to stand before you to commission the first batch of electric buses for Metro Mass Transit Limited to augment its operations and to usher in a new era of innovation in the delivery of public transport services. As the Minister said, the move towards electric vehicles is not only aimed at Metro Mass Transit Limited, but the whole public transport sector. When I first suggested the idea of moving public transport in Ghana to electric vehicles, many thought that it was not possible. They said it was an election promise that will not be fulfilled. And unfortunately, this is the mindset of impossibility. And it was at play in this situation as it has been at play for the last 8 years that we have been in government. As a government, we are thinking transformation, We are thinking, making things possible that have not been here. But a lot of people are always, expressing the mindset of impossibilities. Remember when we tried to do the Ghana card, to implement it after 8 years of failure to do so by the previous government. Many people wondered if we could do so, but we have made it possible. And other countries are now coming to learn from Ghana to issue the national ID cards in their countries. When we said you could use the Ghana card to travel from outside Ghana into Ghana, people thought it was not possible. In fact, a lot of time was spent discussing. We have made it possible, and we are quiet. And in fact, from maybe sometime next week, people traveling into Ghana with their Ghana card will be met with e-gates at the Kotoka International Airport, and they will not need to go through immigration because they can use their Ghana card to enter Ghana. When we said we will bring mobile money interoperability, many people scoffed at the idea because no country in Africa had done so. But we have done so. And today, Ghana is the only country in the whole of Africa that has the complete domestic payments interoperability. The only country. When we said we were bringing drones to help deliver medicines and vaccines, they said it was not possible. They even said we were coming to take pictures of women in their bathrooms. But we have made it possible. And Ghana today is the whole world's leading medical drone delivery service in the whole world. Even when we talked about free SHS, they said it was not possible. And we made it possible. When we talked about Agenda 111, they said we couldn't do it. Now we have shown that we can do it, and we are doing it. They scoffed at the idea of hostels for Kayai. They said it was not going to be possible. We've made it possible. We said we will replace premixed fuel for fishermen with solar outboard motors. When I said it, they thought it was not possible. They laughed at the idea. We have made it possible. When we said we will bring credit scoring into Ghana for the first time in our history, many doubted it and said we were not going to be able to do it. But we have done it. I'm saying all these because of the mindset of impossibility. We are going to transform this country, and we need a possibilities mindset. So I was not surprised when the naysayers once again rose up to poo-poo the idea of electric vehicles for public transportation in Ghana. Rather than discouraging me because of all the previous naysaying they had done, I was rather encouraged and determined to follow through and see to the implementation of electric vehicles for public transport in Ghana. I had no doubt in my mind that this was possible. If other countries can deploy electric buses for public transportation, why not Ghana? The transport sector, as you all know, is a major contributory factor to the growth of our economy, and most importantly, a necessary precondition for the guaranteed success of education, jobs, markets, healthcare, among others. In pursuit of this, agencies such as Metro Mass, Transit Limited, Ayalulu, STC, and so on have existed to implement government policy to make transport services accessible and affordable to all. These companies provide services to very remote areas of Ghana, where some traditional operators will not go, and charge fares about 30% lower than the market rate. Unfortunately, over the years, the growth of these companies has been heavily impacted by high operational costs, particularly the cost of diesel, revenue leakages, and the maintenance of their fleet of buses. In addressing these operational challenges, government took steps to ensure that these companies evolve to meet new challenges. Among the measures that have been introduced to improve public transport services included the following. We supplied 200 intercity buses to augment and expand the existing operations. We supplied 100 buses for the Intercity STC Coaches Limited, and deployment of an electronic ticketing system, the Tap and Go system, to address revenue leakage and modernize bus services. We also enhanced the enhancement of the mandate of the National Road Safety Authority as the regulator of road safety rules, procedures, standards, and guidelines. The launch of the Transport Ghana project by the National Road Safety Authority for regulatory compliance. The Transport Ghana project is an IT-based solution for pre-departure checks, passenger manifest ticketing, vehicle tracking, and driver training. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, the acquisition of these electric buses is not just about revamping the operations of Metro Mass Transit Limited and is signaling to other agencies to follow suit, but also to position them to play a leading role in the drive to net zero emission transport future, and a future with low cost of transportation. When you think about it, any time fuel prices internationally go up, then you see it translating immediately into domestic increase in fuel prices, then into increase in transportation fares according to the existing formula. I was thinking very deeply about this and how we could cushion the Ghanaian public from these external influences, that I came to the conclusion that going towards electric vehicles in public transport was the surest way to protect ourselves from the external influences of the rise in diesel and other petroleum prices that affect the cost of transportation in Ghana. The launch of the National Electric Vehicle Policy has ushered in a new era of innovation. And this policy was launched by His Excellency the President, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, on the sidelines of the COP28 in Dubai. They've ushered in a new era of innovation, driving gradual decarbonization of the transport sector. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, today we are making history with the commissioning of these electric buses. It represents a visionary shift in how we approach public transport. Today we are making a definitive step towards revolutionizing the transport sector with sustainability and innovation at its core. Today we are setting the stage for a future and aligning our interventions with global best practices. The use of fossil fuel-powered vehicles, its impact on climate change and air pollution are no longer distant threats, but urgent realities that demand immediate action. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, the economic benefits of using electric buses cannot be overemphasized. Electric buses, as we know, offer lower operating and maintenance costs compared to conventional diesel buses. The use of the electric bus will therefore translate into more efficient use of resources and cut operational costs by about 15% to the benefit of passengers. Metro Mass will be better positioned to enhance services, lower transport fares, and invest in fleet renewal and expansion efforts. Ladies and gentlemen, while the benefits are promising, the success of this project relies heavily on commitment to robust and continuous maintenance. The neglect and mishandling of buses will derail the effort that has gone into the acquisition of these buses. As a people, we should know that reckless use of public assets represents an enormous drain on national resources. I therefore want to use this opportunity to urge the board and management to take steps to ensure that these buses stand the test of time. The cost of postponed maintenance due to neglect is usually high, and we must try to prevent such occurrences. Ladies and gentlemen, the need for specialized training in maintenance and operation of electric vehicles will increase as we progress. This presents opportunities for new skill acquisition. Government will therefore partner with educational institutions, in particular TVET, to train the needed workforce for this particular infrastructure. By investing in skill development, we are ensuring that this transition is smooth and beneficial to all parties involved. I have been informed that a new strategic business unit has been set up to ensure the efficient operation of the buses. The unit will work with partners to provide maintenance and tech support, EV battery charging infrastructure, EV bus revenue management, tracking, and most importantly, driver training. Ladies and gentlemen, every bold step forward comes with its own challenges. We are aware that these challenges are prepared to address them head-on. I have the assurance of the board and management of Metro Mass Transit Limited that these electric buses will be put to good use, starting this year with a pilot on 2 major routes in the national capital, Adenta to Accra and Ashaiman to Accra. So we will be piloting these 2 major routes, Adenta to Accra and Ashaiman to Accra. And after the pilot, we will expand to the rest of the region and the country. It is no longer a secret that we urgently need to improve the quality of our public transport services. Starting with the public transport operators such as GPRTU and the Trotro subsector, I will work closely with GAPTI to embark on a fleet renewal program through the deployment of e-vehicles. We will help GPRTU and other transport operators to acquire and facilitate the acquisition of these electric vehicles, these buses that they will encourage their business. This will be achieved through an improved public regulatory system, enabling the government to acquire the necessary regulatory data and support a fleet renewal credit scheme. Now, the Ministry of Transport is undertaking nationwide dissemination of the National Electronic Vehicle Policy to create the needed awareness and build support for its implementation. The primary reason our local taxi vehicles and trotros are often old vehicles is the difficulty in repaying loans for new, expensive vehicles when used for operations. A good way to resolve this issue is to leverage the tap-and-go system. The tap-and-go system will help local drivers conduct their transactions digitally, building their credit to obtain new vehicles on favorable credit terms. This is why it is crucial for us to intensify our digitalization efforts, providing lending comfort to all potential investors through our digitalized operations. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, while today's event is cause for celebration, it is also a reminder that our journey is far from over. The commission of these buses is the beginning of a broader strategy to modernize and decarbonize the transport sector. I envision a future where electric vehicles are the standard, with modern technology playing a key part in it. This vision will require us to be innovative in our approach to problem solving and collaborate to build a seamless transportation system where one tap-and-go card can be used on all public transport vehicles, including our railway system. So the tap-and-go card, as we have developed it, is going to be operational. This is how we are envisioning it across the entire public sector. So you can take your tap-and-go card, board a train, and then when you arrive in Accra, that same card, you board an EV bus and take it right to Accra. And then down the road, if you have to take a trotro, you can use your tap-and-go card on your trotro as well. So it's one card for the whole transport system. That is what we are seeking to do. Currently, your tap-and-go card will work on the railway as we are planning, and its schedules will also work on the AV buses, and will extend it to all the rest. Ladies and gentlemen, the road ahead will require the active participation of all and sundry, especially transport service providers. It will also require cultural and behavioral shifts that embrace sustainability. Government will therefore continue to seek partnerships, leverage on the collective experience of stakeholders to develop our nation. As we commission these first batch of electric buses, let us take pride in this historic moment. It is a declaration of the government's commitment to public transport electrification. These buses are not just a response to the challenges of high transport fares, among others. It is a proactive step towards the future we want to see, a future where Ghana leads in sustainability, inclusivity, and innovation. In conclusion, I want to take this opportunity to thank all the stakeholders who have contributed in diverse ways to make today a living reality. It is my hope that we will all be inspired by this development and the decarbonization agenda of government in pursuit of the vision for a net zero emission future. For our passengers who will be boarding these electric vehicles, these buses, I think the biggest question in your minds is how much is it going to cost? And I think that the answer, and it is consistent with our estimates, that when I announced this policy in February of this year, when I gave my lecture at UPSA, I think between 40 to 50% reduction in the fares of these electric buses. This is what we are going to see. from today, when you board it, you will see that the price is 40 to 50% lower because the operational costs are lower and you are able to pass that on to the consumer. And this is where we see the future of public transport growing. I thank you all very much for your attention. God bless you and God bless our homeland, Ghana. Thank you very much.
So I'm going to put some hope in a general. I'm saying, maybe I'm not from Metro Mass electric buses for Faraba. And come here, you can if you say, you're going to see, and same button. And you want to be a they can not go anywhere. When I come, I ain't done it. I ain't sure you're seeing myself. Assassin,
We have all of our friends from the media to their seats and play that one for us. Thank you. We'd also like to say a very big thank you once again to His Excellency, the Vice President of the Republic of Ghana. Ladies and gentlemen, a big round of applause for His Excellency, the Vice President. We'd like to newly acknowledge the presence of the Commissioner General of GRA, Madam Julie Esiam. Ladies and gentlemen, a big round of applause. Also, the Managing Director of ADB, Agricultural Development Bank, Mr. Al-Hassan Yakubutali. Shall we put our hands together for him? We have some friends from the Applied Technology Institute and also Opportunity Industrialization Technical Institute. Please do a big round of applause. Give us a wave. Please give us a wave. Thank you so much for the massive support. We're also ably supported by two Deputy MDs of the Metro Mass Transit Limited, Nana Osei Banfo and Mr. Yangfo. Please do a big round of applause for them. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it's my pleasure to welcome up here the parliamentary candidate for the Adentan constituency for the MPP in the upcoming election, Akosia Asa Menu.
President of the Republic of Ghana, Dr. Bawumia, Honorable Minister of Transport, Honorable Ministers of State, CEOs, revered traditional and religious leaders, MPs and PCs present, distinguished guests, patrons and executives of the strong New Patriotic Party, friends from the media, ladies and gentlemen, this is the day the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. Today we stand at the intersection of progress and sustainability, marking a milestone that speaks volumes about Ghana's commitment to innovation, environmental stewardship, and the future of public transportation. I, on behalf of everyone here and present in Ghana, express profound gratitude to His Excellency, Dr. Bawumia, the man of possibilities, for bringing this idea to life. Your visionary leadership continues to propel Ghana towards a greener and more prosperous future. Your dedication to integrating technology and innovation into the daily lives of Ghanaians is truly commendable. You continue to show us that indeed it is possible. To the Ministry of Transport, GAPTI, and all partnering agencies and stakeholders, we say a heartfelt thank you for your relentless efforts in ensuring this initiative came to life. The launch of these electric buses is evidence to your commitment to improving public transportation while reducing our carbon footprint. For us in Adentan, we are very mindful of the fact that something this great is being launched here today, and Adentan is chosen as a major piloting route. This now joins the list of many government initiatives that have benefited the students and working class of Adentan. We are grateful and will reward the government adequately. And to all Ghanaians, especially those who benefit directly from these buses, thank you for your patience and support as we work to improve transportation and embrace sustainable solutions. This is not just a launch, it is a pledge to transform public transportation. Thank you all for being here to witness this transformative moment. May we continue to innovate, collaborate, and strive for excellence as we journey towards a brighter future for Ghana. It is indeed possible. Thank you, and may God bless us all.
We're grateful to also known as Kosi Kes, the parliamentary candidate for the Adentan constituency for the upcoming December 7 presidential and parliamentary elections. And now, Your Excellency, distinguished guests, ladies, gentlemen, good people of Ghana, I'd like all of us to focus our eyes on the screens to see what these electronic buses are bringing in terms of impact to the transportation system here in Ghana.
Yes. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless you and guide you more. I will pray to the President, the future President, our future President of Ghana, Dr. Bawumia. Inshallah, you have the future, and indeed it is possible. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen, Ar-Rahman Ar-Rahim, Malik Yawm Al-Din, Iyyaka na'budu wa iyyaka nasta'in, Ihdina as-sirata al-mustaqim, sirata alladhina an'amta alayhim, ghayri al-maghdubi alayhim wa ad-dallin. اللهم انصر عبدك دكتور باوميا، اللهم انصر عبدك دكتور باوميا، اللهم انصره نصرا عزيزا برحمتك يا ارحم الراحمين. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala protect him, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give him the victory, and we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to bless all of us. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to give him the dream he is dreaming to lead this country. Subhana rabbika rabbil izzati amma yasifun wa salamun ala al-mursalin walhamdulillahi rabbil alamin. And it is possible.
Shall we all rise for go over to cut the ribbon and inspect these buses, as well as get a bus ride.
Inside the HSF, BB Abacoso 111. And then if you could see back as in the sitting yeah, sitting with papa. Until this the exist. So we say we pay there. Emergency be bad there. I hasn't over Friday. And then I just want to get to the lady now. She's the one in charge of this place. She's the one in charge of this place, and it's me who the air cost inside of the bus.
Then select to manage existing card.
And so Oshe has scan QR code. And the hasn't already about scanning QR code. It's scanning QR code. So that means they'll have a card. That means they'll have a card. Usha hasn't a card. What the church Uba, Upasoto, Upasafwa, this hour, Ubenyan, and now Usha Basin inside this hour. It is Usha inside senior inside the mutia. Basin inside the papa. Usha Basin there inside the papa. Yeah, Basin inside the affair. And you know, with the help of Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, it is possible. It's when you know a coso, come, when you know the air coso, come. And if you could see, say, front house, you know, we share a fan ball. What you mean is a fan and a CCTV camera as you bought in him has and you could see say okay until Usha Sena Basinity come papa you know it is possible. Yeah, it is possible. Everything is possible under Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia in Iran. Usha the way in him is 18 there. This are the front look like. These are the front look like. Sena in him here. Yes, Usha say tap and go. That's the name on it. Tap and go. Utapiana oko. Now oko. That means tap and go. Tapping oko. That means something that so it's an idea there. Into Utapiana oko. Utapipana oko enim. Into or much was electric buses for public transport. 100% electric. We are this we electric we this charge here. until we charge and with the digital system now, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia they ban said Bibiabe come and think. It's something that will help the public. It's something that is going to help Ghanaians because we need to me, as for me there, I'm in support of this for this. So until Osha buses in Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia Juma Papa Bujuma, and some people are saying I didn't know this day end time I feel we now yes I did way there. You know you can't be after almost somewhere there. Into Osha, Afina, Omuede, Omuye Bibia, come. Into Osha, I asked in the Bibia, it was come. No. What you say? Becky. Okay, Madam Becky, but you must car electric buses in budget. Age must say, how does it work? How does it work? No, you see inside no beer. Me interview.
But fine.
Just 2 minutes. So, how open inside out? Over then over inside.
But my door back okay. So with the key beer, bet me now.
And to the kidney beer.
So two door no more. Key I did. So we'll be with ski now. We'll be with ski in we are. When I show, actually said me also.
Okay, be best show it better than 1 year so. Okay, and you need. Okay, so I don't need baby automatically. Okay. And I walk, babe. I've been so high emergency. Your emergency?
Emergency.
When you emergency. Okay. Okay. The say BBC automatically me as a BBC or maybe if say JBA power inside that when the baby as emergency no.
Done.
Yeah.
Say inside.
Yeah,
inside I know say emergency.
You another emergency you want.
Now I want to say emergency.
Okay.
Say Jabin so so your fire extinguisher and say automatic.
Oh, it's automatic.
Automatic.
Okay. Okay. Inti we know any old one difference be susun be na wo susun be na mpachoche mu kakra
susun ya wo ne we entofu
and old one ya charge keke and old one ya tofu okay we entofu and dem bio
na ni bibia ya different we cameras wo
we so cameras wo okay
you see a neat and follow
we follow okay
all
right okay inti